I'm sure the deal closes smoothly, won't it?
Exactly. It's all here, ready for the right hands. Let's make this happen.
Dancing, dancing like a siren's call.
In every corner of the world, corruption flows like poison through society's veins. Bribes exchanged in shadows, justice sold to the highest bidder, and desperate people crushed under the weight of greed. Today, to souls who built their lives on corruption face the ultimate reckoning, where no amount of money can buy their way out.
Marcus, Chen, and Victoria, you stand before the throne of eternal judgment. Your earthly lives have ended, and now you must answer for how you lived them.
There must be some mistake. I was a government official, a respected civil servant for 25 years. I served my country.
And I was a judge. I upheld the law. Why are we being treated like criminals?
Because that is precisely what you are. Criminals who wore the mask of authority. Marcus Chen, Director of Public Procurement, you accepted bribes totaling $8 million over your career. Victoria, High Court Judge, you sold verdicts for $6 million, letting the guilty walk free while the innocent rotted in prison.
That's an exaggeration. I only accepted gifts, tokens of appreciation.
And I made legal judgments based on the evidence presented. If people wanted to show gratitude afterward, that was their choice.
Lies, even now, standing at the edge of eternity, you lie. Do you know how many people suffered because of your greed? How many children went hungry because funds meant for hospitals went into your pockets? How many victims of crime watched there? Attackers walk free because you sold justice.
Everyone was doing it. The whole system was corrupt. I would have been the fool to refuse.
So you chose to be a thief instead of a fool. You chose comfort over conscience, wealth over integrity, self over service.
We had families to support, children to educate. Do you know how expensive life is?
Do you know how expensive death is? You're about to find out.
Angel, my old friend, why do you waste your breath on these two? They know exactly what they did. They just never thought they'd have to pay for it. Welcome, welcome. It's not often I get souls who are so deliciously corrupt and yet so self-righteous about it. You're special, you know that.
Who are you?
I am Lucifer, and I have been watching your careers with great interest. Marcus, do you remember the hospital project? The one where you approved substandard materials because the contractor paid you $200,000.
How do you...
The building collapsed during an earthquake. 47 people died, including 12 children, but you already bought your vacation home in Monaco by then. So who cares, right?
You told me that was investigated and cleared.
Oh, it was cleared, because Victoria here made sure the investigation went nowhere. You took $50,000 from the contractor's lawyer to dismiss the case, didn't you, Your Honor?
That case was circumstantial. There wasn't enough evidence.
Liar. There were 15 witnesses, structural reports, expert testimony. But you buried it all because you were renovating your house and needed the money.
Do you understand now? Your corruption didn't just line your pockets, it killed people. It destroyed lives. It rotted society from within.
We didn't kill anyone. We just took money that was offered.
Just took money. Let me tell you about all the money you just took, Marcus. You blocked contracts for qualified companies who refused to pay bribes. Those companies went bankrupt. Families lost their livelihoods. Children dropped out of school. Some of those business owners committed suicide when they lost everything.
I didn't know that would happen.
You didn't care what would happen. And Victoria, let's discuss your greatest hits. The rape case where you acquitted the defendant because his wealthy family paid you $100,000. That victim, she killed herself 6 months later because she lost faith in justice.
No, I didn't know.
The murder case where you gave a light sentence to a gang leader for $200,000. He got out in 3 years and killed 5 more people. The fraud case where you ruled in favor of a corporation that stole pensions from 3,000 retirees. They paid you $300,000, and those elderly people lost their life savings.
Every bribe you took created a ripple of suffering. Every verdict you sold destroyed someone's faith in justice. Every contract you corrupted stole from the poor and gave to the rich.
We were just trying to survive in a corrupt system.
Survive. You own 3 houses. You send your children to private schools in Switzerland. You vacation in the French Riviera. That's not survival, that's greed.
What about everyone else who did the same thing? The politicians, the other judges, the contractors who offered the bribes.
They will face their own judgment. But right now, we're discussing you.
Enough. Marcus Chen, Victoria, you stand accused of corruption, of selling your sacred duties for profit, of destroying countless lives through your greed. What do you say in your defense?
Lord, I don't know what to say. I'm guilty, but please have mercy.
We made mistakes. We were weak, but we also did good things. I ruled fairly in hundreds of cases. Marcus approved legitimate projects.
You did your job correctly when there was no profit in corruption. That is not virtue. That is merely the absence of opportunity for vice. Tell me, did either of you ever refuse a bribe?
They can't answer, because the answer is nitrogen monoxide. Not once in their entire careers did they refuse money. They became addicted to corruption.
Is this true?
Yes, every time someone offered, I took it. I told myself I'd stop, that the next one would be the last one, but I never did.
The first time was the hardest. After that, it became normal, easy. I stopped seeing it as wrong and started seeing it as just how things work.
Marcus Chen, Victoria, I have heard all testimonies. I have weighed your actions against your intentions, your crimes against your confessions. Now comes my judgment.
We're ready, Lord.
Whatever you decree, we accept it.
Do you? We shall see. Your crimes were not crimes of passion or desperation. They were crimes of choice, repeated, calculated, sustained over decades. You corrupted systems meant to serve the vulnerable. You betrayed sacred trusts. You destroyed lives for personal gain.
Send them to me, Lord. Let them burn in the fires of
Patience, Lucifer. In Marcus and Victoria, however, your corruption did not exist in a vacuum. You entered broken systems that rewarded greed and punished integrity. You were taught by example that corruption was normal, acceptable, even necessary.
Then there is mercy?
There is truth, and the truth is complex. Marcus and Victoria made evil choices, but they were not born evil. They were shaped by environments that valued wealth over character, power over service, appearance over integrity.
Does that excuse what we did?
No, it explains, but it does not excuse. You still had choice. Others in the same system chose differently. They remained poor, but retained their souls. You chose wealth and lost yourselves.
Then what is our punishment?
Your punishment is to fully experience what you inflicted. You will live the life of every person you harmed. Marcus, you will become the man, begging on streets, watching your wife die because you cannot afford medicine. You will feel the desperation, the humiliation, the abandonment.
Please, anything but that.
You will become the man, watching your business collapse, your dreams shatter, standing with a rope around your neck, contemplating whether death is better than the shame you feel.
And me? What will I become?
You will become the lady, who you violated and then betrayed, by the very system meant to protect you. You will stand in a courtroom watching your rapist walk free, knowing that justice was sold for a price. You will carry that trauma, that rage, that hopelessness.
How long? How long will this last?
Until you understand, truly understand, not intellectually, but in the depths of your soul. You will live through the suffering of every life you destroyed, dozens of lives, each one a complete experience of pain you caused.
This sounds like hell, yet you haven't handed them to me.
Because this is not eternal damnation, Lucifer. This is purification through suffering. They will experience the consequences of their actions fully, completely, unbearably. And when they have truly understood, when their souls have been transformed, by carrying the weight of all that pain, then we will speak of what comes next.
I accept. Whatever suffering awaits, I accept it. I want to understand. I want to become better than what I was.
I accept too. I don't want to be the person who sold justice. I want to be someone who fights for it. Even if I fail, even if it costs me everything.
Then your journey begins. But know this, the path ahead is darker and harder than you can imagine. You will curse your existence. You will beg for release. You will experience suffering so profound you'll wish you'd chosen oblivion.
Will they succeed, Lord? Will they complete their redemption?
That remains to be seen. Many begin this path. Few complete it. The suffering breaks most souls rather than remaking them. But the possibility exists. And that possibility is what separates my justice from mere vengeance.
And what of the systems that corrupted them? The cultures of bribery that still exist on earth?
Every soul that transforms becomes a light against that darkness. If Marcus and Victoria succeed, they will return to Earth as fighters against corruption, armed with the knowledge of how it destroys. They will be warriors forged in the fire of their own evil.
And the victims, what becomes of them?
They have faced their pain and their betrayers. Now they move forward to healing, to peace, to the reward of those who suffered unjustly. Their pain was not in vain. It becomes the instrument of transformation for those who caused it. Let this be a lesson to all who hold power, who control resources, who dispense justice. Your positions are sacred trusts, not opportunities for profit. Betray that trust, and you will experience every consequence of your betrayal. But even in the depths of that suffering, transformation remains possible for those brave enough, honest enough, and humble enough to pursue it.